Ricky Gervais has again mocked celebrities for embarrassing themselves at the Grammys. And as you may remember, Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish and all these celebrities once again use this platform, which is supposed to be for giving out music awards, to send their political message. They always do the same thing. They use the Oscars, the Golden Globes, they even use sporting events to send political messages. And obviously people are fed up, and that's exactly what Ricky Gervais told them quite some time ago. Do you remember this speech? So, if you win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform for a political speech. You have no right to give a political speech to the audience. You don't know anything about the real world, just ask Billie Eilish, who doesn't even know the price of cereal. If you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your people, thank your God, and get the hell out of here. Those were the words of Ricky Gervais in 2020. Words that were iconic and legendary. And well, apparently these people still don't get it. Time goes by, years go by, and they still don't understand. And do you know why? The answer is simple. They live in a bubble. They think everyone thinks like them, and they believe that with their speech, with their message, people are going to applaud them. And that they're activists, they're humanitarians, they're social fighters. That's what they think when they give those kinds of speeches. And this happens, I'm telling you, because they live in a bubble, because they only interact with each other, because they are all progressives and left-wing Democrats. Obviously, all of them believe that the world thinks like that, and they're so foolish that they ignore the fact that the other half of the country thinks the complete opposite. They're unaware of it, don't realize it, and worst of all, many believe follower count equals influence. I remember very well that during the 2024 elections, the Democrats were going crazy because Taylor Swift supports them and publicly states she'll back Kamala Harris. I remember that very well, and the day Taylor Swift said, okay, I support Kamala Harris for president, they said this is the move that's going to give Kamala Harris the election. And no, nothing happened, nothing changed. Why? Because the number of followers is not the same as the level of influence. These people have influence, in the case of Bad Bunny, of Taylor Swift. In the music world, of course, but not in the world of politics. People know that they don't know anything about politics. They're not political references. People aren't interested in their political opinions. The few brain cells they have are spent on making their music or supposed music. In the case of Bad Bunny, which is fine, I respect people who like Bad Bunny's music. I think that's totally fine. But I hope you follow him for his music and songs, not his political opinions, and don't take him as a political reference. In fact, I think that's what happens with the vast majority of those singers, celebrities, Hollywood stars, and athletes. People follow them for their art or their supposed art, and not for their political opinions. So, these guys, even though they have millions of followers, their political influence is practically zero. And the only thing they achieve by making these kinds of statements is to divide their audience, to divide the public even more. I think it's best if none of these people share their political opinions, though they have the right to. However, obviously that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything with their political opinion. Actually, they do the opposite. They damage their image and divide their followers. And that's why Ricky Gervais responded a few hours ago saying they're still not listening or they keep not listening. I mean, it's been years, almost 6 years since his iconic speech, and these people still don't get it. Have there already been elections in 2024? These guys did everything. They even started dancing for Kamala Harris and nothing happened. They didn't change the result because, as I said, they have no influence in politics, even if they think they do. Still, they comment to us. Ricky Gervais criticizes the 2026 Grammys after Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny's speeches against immigration and customs enforcement, saying they're not listening. Checklist. Identify main ideas and key events. Omit unnecessary detail. Retain proper names and events. Preserve speaker's viewpoint. Check for grammatical correctness. Ricky Gervais, the actor and comedian, spoke out on social media during the 2026 Grammys, sparking controversy and placing himself at the center of one issue. The comedian and actor, star of Afterlife, took to social media to tell the award winners that they shouldn't give political speeches. The interventions are a result of the heated climate currently being experienced in the United States under the administration of Donald Trump and the intense forces at play. A topic actually fueled by the media themselves, because nothing different is happening, nothing different from what used to happen before. That's the problem. Nothing is happening. No different than what happened with Barack Obama, Joe Biden, or Bush. Even right now, they're deporting fewer people, incredible as it may seem. But anyway, let's see what people are saying here. Ricky Gervais at the 2020 Golden Globes. Epic moment. The key precedent to understand the comedian's stance is his opening monologue at the 2020 Golden Globes. That night, Gervais asked the attendees that, if they won, they should avoid turning the microphone into a political platform. Of course, and basically he just commented on what we had already said, that it's nonsense and ridiculous. Using this platform, which is directly related to cinema, to talk about politics, because people are there to talk about movies, not politics. But anyway, let's continue. Gervais's words spread and still divide opinions among social media users. I think that objectively speaking, the vast majority of people should agree with this, but anyway, let's continue. Some groups also condemn the actor for assuming that public figures can't take a stand on social issues and express an opinion or their critical thinking. The problem we have in Hollywood is that taking a stand is only allowed on one side, on the side of the Democratic Party. Does taking a stand in favor of the Democratic Party earn you points within this group of people? It's crazy. Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny speak out against immigration and customs enforcement. Let's be honest, I don't think these are the smartest people in the world. By the way, an interesting thing, Bad Bunny will be in the news again very soon. Did you know he's performing at the Super Bowl halftime show? That's wild. There were even rumors that he was going to come out wearing a skirt, can you imagine? Apparently that's not going to happen. It looks like he's going to dress normally. But still, isn't that just crazy? And by the way, the Super Bowl is on January 9th for me, January 8th for you guys. We'll see what this guy does. I wouldn't be surprised if he does something wild or tries to send a political message. Maybe not, maybe yes, time will tell and we'll know soon. But the point is that Ricky Gervais is right when he says it's nonsense that doesn't do any good. Many of these guys, despite having quite a bit of money because they do, and despite being successful because they are, that's the reality. Bad Bunny is a person who is successful. Despite that, the private life of many of these people is a mess. These are lives full of excess, parties, illegal substances, and yet they go around giving political speeches and sermons. Please. Ricky Gervais himself said, look at this. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. I mean, you know nothing about the real world. You're in no position to tell people what to say or think, and 6 years later, they're still making the same mistakes. That's why Ricky Gervais reminds them. They're still not listening. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and see you next time.